Have you been doing everything right, tracking your cycle, taking supplements, avoiding stress, yet still no baby? Here's what no one tells you. The key to improving fertility is not just in your ovaries, it's also in your muscles. And the best part, this is the one system in your body you have complete control over. Yes, I said muscles, not just for fitness, not just for looking toned, but as a powerful endocrine organ that directly affects your hormones, metabolism, and ability to get pregnant. And yet, I've personally never heard anyone talking about it. So, this may actually be your first time hearing about it as well, about how muscles are important for your fertility. I'm Julie Zhenning, and I've worked with fertility patients for 25 years, helping women over 40 improve their chances of conceiving with their own eggs, whether it's naturally or with IVF. And today I'm going to share something that could change the way you look at your fertility. Before we dive in, I've put together a comprehensive resource that maps out the exact nutrition, supplement, and lifestyle shifts you need to support fertility over 40. Grab it now. The link is in the description. When most people think of muscle, they think of movement, walking, lifting, exercising. But what most people don't know is that muscle isn't just for strength. It actually functions like an endocrine organ. That means it communicates with the rest of your body, releasing powerful chemical messengers called myokines that influence your hormones, inflammation, metabolism, and even ovarian function. And here's why this is so important. Your muscles are the only organ in your body that you have voluntary control over. You cannot directly control your ovaries. You cannot tell your hormones what to do, but you can control your muscles. And by using them in the right way, you can send signals to your body that actually support fertility. One of the biggest fertility disruptors is chronic stress. Whether it's from overexercising, undereating, or just the pressure of trying to conceive, stress sends a signal to your body that now is not a safe time to get pregnant. But muscle has a built-in mechanism to counteract stress. Every time you contract your muscles, whether it's through walking, lifting, or resistance training, your body releases the compounds called myokines. The word myokine comes from myo, meaning muscle, and kine from the Greek word kinesis, meaning movement or activity. So myokines are literally muscle movement messengers. They're released when you contract your muscles and act like text messages sent to the rest of your body, telling it to lower inflammation, keep blood sugar balanced, regulate hormones, and even enhance ovarian function. And here's where it gets even more interesting. As women over 40, we naturally start to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia, and we lose it faster than we can replace it. In fact, starting around age 30, we begin to lose 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade, and that rate accelerates after 40. By the time we reach our 50s and beyond, muscle loss can occur at a rate of 1 to 2% per year if we are not actively working to maintain it. This decline isn't just about strength or appearance, it has a direct impact on metabolism, hormone balance, regulating your blood sugar levels, and even fertility. Less muscle means a slower metabolism, making it easier to gain weight and harder to regulate blood sugar, which is crucial for hormonal health. Increased inflammation, which negatively affects egg quality and implantation. Higher cortisol levels, since muscle loss contributes to stress hormone imbalances that can interfere with ovulation and progesterone production. Less mitochondrial energy, which is essential for egg health, since mitochondria power both muscle cells and developing eggs. The good news, muscle loss is reversible, but only if we actively work to rebuild it. Strength training, proper protein intake, and stress reduction can slow, stop, and even reverse the effects of muscle decline, supporting both overall health and fertility. And this is exactly why I created the Fertility Over 40 Starter Pack, so you don't have to figure this out on your own. It's packed with everything you need: a 7-day meal plan, fertility supplement cheat sheet, and a guided meditation to align your body with conception. The link is below if you're ready to take the guesswork out of your fertility journey. Let's start with the first step, and the one that will make the most impact, which is making sure you're eating enough high-quality protein. For most women over 40, a good target is at least 100 grams of protein per day spread throughout your meals. This supports muscle maintenance, balances blood sugar, and gives your body the raw materials it needs for fertility. I'll dive deeper into nutrition in just a minute. The second step is incorporating resistance training. This doesn't mean spending hours in the gym. Just 2 to 3 sessions per week of strength-based exercises can stimulate myokine production, lower inflammation, and regulate stress hormones. Even body weight exercises like squats, lunges, and push-ups and pull-ups can make a huge impact. And finally, the third step is prioritizing recovery. More is not always better. Overtraining and undereating can actually make things worse. Rest, sleep, and stress reduction are just as important as exercise when it comes to muscle health and fertility. All right, now that you understand why muscle is critical for fertility, let's talk about the easiest way to start seeing results without spending hours in the gym or overhauling your entire diet overnight. To begin with, muscles are made up of tiny building blocks called amino acids. Think of amino acids like the bricks that build a house. Without them, the structure can't be strong. These amino acids come from protein, which is why eating enough high-quality protein is essential for maintaining and building muscle. And not all protein is created equal. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing protein. That means the protein we do eat has to be as nutrient-dense as possible. This is why animal protein is superior to plant protein when it comes to fertility. Animal-based proteins like eggs, beef, fish, and bone broth provide a complete amino acid profile, meaning they contain all the essential building blocks your muscles and your fertility need to thrive. Not only that, but animal protein is significantly more bioavailable, meaning your body can actually absorb and use it efficiently. Compare that to plant-based proteins like beans or lentils. While they do contain protein, they're often missing one or more essential amino acids, which means they don't provide the same muscle-building, hormone-supporting benefits. And if you're relying only on plant proteins, you have to eat a much larger volume to get the same nutritional impact. Let's say you want to get 30 grams of high-quality protein, the amount needed to stimulate muscle protein synthesis and support hormone balance. From an animal source, you could eat 4 ounces of steak or 5 ounces of salmon and get 30 grams of complete protein, along with highly bioavailable iron, vitamin B12, omega-3s, and creatine, all critical for fertility and muscle maintenance. From a plant source, to get the same 30 grams of protein from beans, you'd have to eat 3.5 cups of black beans, which also comes with over 100 grams of carbohydrates that turn into sugar in your body, causing a spike in blood sugar levels and disrupting hormone balance, so there's a domino effect. That's a huge volume of food, and because plant proteins do not have certain essential amino acids, and by essential, what that means is that your body doesn't make it, so it needs to come from a food source. Your body doesn't absorb and utilize them as efficiently. And then on top of that, our appetites decrease as we age, so we really need to make sure each bite is as nutrient dense as possible. This means that while beans and lentils can provide protein, they aren't as efficient at building and maintaining muscle, which, as we're establishing in this video, is key for hormone regulation and fertility. Now, if you're plant-based, does that mean you can't optimize your muscle health for fertility? Absolutely not. But it does mean you'll need to be more intentional. Since plant proteins don't contain the same complete amino acid profile, I highly recommend supplementing with essential amino acids and creatine. Essential amino acids help fill in the gaps where plant proteins fall short, ensuring your body gets the building blocks it needs for muscle repair, metabolism, and hormone regulation. To support fertility, I recommend 15 grams per day. Creatine is another powerful supplement that supports muscle function, brain health, and even ovarian energy production. It's naturally found in animal foods like red meat, but if you don't eat those, a simple daily creatine supplement of 5 grams a day can make a huge difference in your overall energy levels and muscle preservation. The other issue with a dominantly plant-based diet while trying to conceive over 40 is not just about protein content, it's also about absorption. Plant foods contain a class of chemical compounds known as anti-nutrients, including phytic acid, lectins, and oxalates, which can block the absorption of key minerals such as iron, zinc, and calcium. These minerals are crucial for egg quality, hormone production, and overall reproductive health. For example, while spinach contains iron, it also has oxalates that prevent our bodies from absorbing most of it. This means that even if plant foods contain nutrients on paper, our bodies may not actually be able to use them effectively, especially when compared to highly bioavailable animal-based sources. So, to wrap this up, muscle is more than just strength. It's an active endocrine organ that influences your hormones, metabolism, inflammation, and even ovarian function. And because it's the only organ you have a voluntary control over, the way you move, eat, and support your muscles directly impacts your fertility. So, prioritizing high quality protein, resistance training, and adding key supplements if you need them, like creatine and essential amino acids, can slow down muscle loss, regulate hormones, and create the best possible environment for conception. When you stop micromanaging fertility and start supporting your body's natural processes, you shift out of stress and into a state where pregnancy can actually happen. Now that you know the truth about muscle and fertility, it's time to take action. You have control over your body, and with the right nutrition, movement, and recovery, you can create the best possible conditions for conception. And if you're serious about boosting fertility naturally, my Fertility Over 40 Starter Pack gives you everything you need so you can stop overthinking and start making real progress. It's available now. Click the link below to grab it before it's gone. I hope this opened your eyes to how important muscle is for fertility and why it's about so much more than exercise. See you next time.